Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, and welcome to He Set Me Free. My name is Roberts. I am sitting here waiting for my first ride on Lyft. I tried Uber, and they wanted me to drive 5.9 miles for a 7-minute ride. And that was over in Northwest Waco. I know exactly where they were trying to send me, and that's exactly why I declined the ride. It would have been probably an Amazon ride. Now, this is a true fact whenever it comes to this specific market, that if your first ride goes anywhere near North Waco and you end up at Amazon, expect for a bad day. It is a given, it is a guarantee, because they have now locked you into, what they're trying to do is lock you into that area of Waco, which sucks. It's worse than Northeast Waco, because everything is so centralized. But not only that, these are people that are tightwads. They don't want to pay for rides. Do you have markets like that? Have you noticed trends when driving for Uber or Lyft where they try to send you to areas, like I talked in a previous video, that you know you're not going to make a whole lot of money? Now, I just got done looking at my earnings so far for the week on Uber and Lyft. And I've had 19 rides on Uber and I've made $143. I've had 25 rides on Lyft and I've made $427. Now, 60 of that is challenges completed, meaning the first challenge was 20 rides for $40. The second challenge, which I completed the same day, was 5 rides for $20. Now, this is something that Uber does not do at all. It does not give incentives to drivers to drive for them. Yesterday, I had a really good day. I've only had one bad day this week, but Fridays typically are not great days. One would think that Fridays would be really good days, and they are not. In fact, they are one of the worst. Fridays is one of the worst days of the week, and it has been like that ever since I started driving for Uber and Lyft 5 years ago. There's no way around it. I don't know the reason for it, but Fridays suck. Payouts are low, the quality of rides are low, and the overall experience just, yeah. So Lyft has another challenge going on this weekend, 20 rides for $20. Incentive. Plus right now is a 30% turbo. Now, I'm a little mixed on these turbos with Lyft, because without the turbos, well, what the price would be without the turbos, or with the turbos, would be what the price should be anyway. So what it appears is it's a facade, meaning you're really not giving anything extra. It's just a play on words. I noticed this yesterday with a passenger, because my drive to and then I dropped her off at Amazon. Now, Amazon is not the same whenever you take someone to Amazon on Lyft as it is on Uber. There would be no way that I would have accepted that ride for $6.23. Because they paid me $7 and change with the turbo. So without the turbo, it would have been $6 and some change, but the normal price would be $7 and some change, even without the turbo, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So what it appears is, it's like I said, it's just a facade. It's a cover so that they can make you think that you're earning extra, when in reality you're not. It's what Lyft does. Just like whenever they do these, what they call bonus hours, get an extra $5. All they're simply doing is they're making it appear that you're getting extra money, when in reality you're not. Well, maybe you are, because for the first time ever, I got one that said plus $2 after I dropped the guy off. So maybe so. I could be wrong on that. There was another indication of another ride that I'd picked up a couple weeks ago and it was for $3.50, but the actual payout was $3.46, I think. So it made the ride $6.86. So, but they added it into the price. It wasn't the ride payout plus the bonus payout. So, I continue to say that Uber is being super cheap whenever it comes to rides. That because it is April, they get super stingy. And you know, I had 9 rides on Lyft yesterday, and for some reason my ratings did not go up. They fell for whatever reason, and I don't know why, but it's whatever. It's right in the area where I like to keep it anyway. I don't like I stated in the one video, I don't like for my acceptance ratings to get high because the payouts drop, the quality of rides drop, and they start trying to force you to drive farther. Now, I did a lot of driving yesterday, and I do mean a lot of driving. But all the money that I earned was well worth it. Because I made $146 yesterday. That was with the challenges completed. So I was done by 11 o'clock, I think. So I made $146 in 5.5 hours, which is not bad money for the Waco market. So we'll see how today goes. But as we get closer and closer to summer, keep in mind everything that I've talked to y'all about thus far on how to beat these apps. And if you're struggling on Uber because the money is not great, you know why. It's April. They're getting ready to report to their shareholders, and they know that May is slow. So because May typically is slow, you have proms, you have high school graduations, colleges are getting ready to let out, things like that. So they start hoarding money. So you need to think about these things and start saving money as much as you possibly can for those slow months. There's one thing that I know doing this is you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. You may have a week of excellent money, and then the following week you might be scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's the nature of the beast. So we'll see how today goes, and I will let y'all know anything more that I happen to spot, how my day went, areas that I drive, and I'm even going to try to screenshot a map so that I can show you exactly the demographics of Waco so that you get a better idea of what I know for Waco. And then you can do the exact same thing with your areas. If you screenshot your cities, like with Waco, you can literally take a knife and carve out areas that are good to drive in and areas that are not good to drive in. And payouts. The one thing that I have noticed over the past couple days whenever it comes to Uber, whenever it has came to Uber, consistently, without question, however many miles I drive to a passenger, how many miles the actual trip is with passenger and car, and what that payout is, the rides thereafter has stayed consistently within those margins. So I can tell within the very first ride on Uber how many miles I'm going to travel to passenger, how many rides in with passenger, and how much I'm going to get paid. And it will not deviate that much more thereafter. So you can actually gain or know how many miles you're going to drive if you're on Uber based off of how many rides you want to accomplish that day or how much money you want to make that day. If you have a goal, say, of $100, all right, it's probably going to take you, depending on your markets. I know with Waco, if I want to make $100 on Uber in Waco, I must do 14 to 16 rides. With an average pickup of under 5 miles, with an average travel with passenger of at least 7 to 9 minutes for a payout of $8 or more. I think that's about right. Maybe give or take. And that's shooting from the hip. So keep an eye out for these things, because whatever your first ride is, depending on your market, that's what Uber's going to stick you with. They've gotten this AI that they have implemented on the platform, without actually talking about it, has sharply, and I do mean sharply, cut our earnings, causing us to drive more. Have you noticed when driving for Uber that areas, or the way that you drive, is now showing up on the app? Meaning, if you have a tendency to take shortcuts, it will automatically plan that route for you. We're used to, with just a plain old algorithm, which did not do such a thing, did not do that, and it would confuse the app. Now the app is guessing your driving habits. Think about it. So, I hope everybody has a blessed day, and I hope this video helps people, and we will talk to y'all later, and thank you for watching.